Hey guys, Solomon here, Life After Work channel. I thought I'd show you a few things that I have found that I think are going to help me with the rigging on the dust collector. So let me just start right here with this big roll. This is cording. I got all of this cording and the beading here at Hobby Lobby here in the US. Just one of those large big box hobby stores. I got this dark brown, almost black cording, and I'm not sure how well you're going to see this. Let's get a little light on the subject. I got this dark because I'm going to use this most likely for my shrouds. Shrouds on old ships were black as a rule, or dark, because they were hemp 3-ply right lay lines 5 inches or so, maybe bigger, and they were coated in pitch or tar or something like that that made them black as a rule to keep them from rotting. Well, this is hemp. All of this cording that I have here is hemp. Now, hemp is what the old Navy lines were, and up when I joined the Navy, it was we had all these hemp lines. Well, hemp is basically marijuana plants. And what was really funny in the 60s, they kept busting farmers all over the middle America because they had marijuana growing in the field along beside their fields and ditches. And they'd arrest these farmers, and the farmers would go to court and say, look, the government planted this stuff in World War II, and we haven't been able to get rid of it, so you come get rid of it, Uncle Sam. Well, Uncle Sam did, and they let the farmers go home. This all is cording of different sizes, and I mean a lot of different sizes. It's got 10 pound, 20 pound, 36 pound, 48 pound. They're at like 105 feet or 32 meters on each one of these rolls. And all of it is literally 3-ply right lay, which is legitimate as far as what most ships have used for the past 400 years. I have this cording that's a lighter weight cording over here that I will use for some lighter weight things, but most of this is going to go to, well, just a lot of the rigging that I'm going to do. It's all going to be done with this. Now, the beading that you see here, and let's get this up where you can see it. This beading, along with this wire, very, very fine wire, is going to be used on the yard arms, to hang the yard arms around the mast, and I'll get more to that later. But I wanted you to show you that I have been picking up some items. I've got some things on order that haven't come yet. All of this I have taken off of the ship. I will take the rest of the mast off as I cut this. I haven't cut it yet. But I'm not really going to use any of this on this ship. I've broken a lot of it off of the main deck, the forecastle, and the aft castle, and I'll get to why I am or am not going to use it as I go on. This was the crow's nest. Well, got a lot of discussion to do on the crow's nest, and this is unsatisfactory, but we'll talk more about that. The anchor I took off, and I didn't want to mislead anyone. The grappling hook is technically they have the large grappling anchors, but those are used primarily to drop to pick up anchor chain from real anchors or anchor rope or anything that's fallen over the side. So this was not the appropriate thing, and I'm going to redo all of that. So I've been tearing everything off of the main deck, and we'll take a look at that right now. Alright, as you can see, I've been pulling bits and pieces and parts off of this main deck. There's nothing here. I'll be smoothing this out, cleaning it up, and continuing to take guns off of it. I think I'm going to make this an exploration ship, maybe have 2 cannon on it, a couple of light cannon. I didn't mention this in the last video, but they had a single hand crank right here for raising the anchor. I took that off, more to come on that. And I wanted to get all this off so that when I cut this hull along here and pull these last masts off, I'm going to have basically a clean slate to work on. And then I'm going to put a little more detail on the deck that's more appropriate to an exploration vessel. I've got to put a small boat up here, you know, odds and ends, nothing too extravagant. But the main thing is to get a lot of this really unnecessary stuff off of here. That's where this pile came from. So anyway, let's move on with a little something different. Hey everyone, well, let's just close out this video. I've got to admit I wanted to add a little more to it, but I lost a chip. I just lost some memory. I hate that. I'm going to keep looking, but I did find this other chip. It was sitting over here somewhere locked up. I mean, what do you do? Anyway, I'm going to put this video out very short. I've got a lot of work to do here. I'm still working 2 projects, but no matter how you look at it, life is good. I'm enjoying life. I'm doing the best I can, and I hope you're doing well as well.